Hi, everybody. How's it going? This is Billy Keels with Keep On Cash Flow, and I'm back once again. And I have another question to ask you. How often do you go through, or have you had the situation where you want to be able to do everything? And because you want to be able to do everything, you normally feel frustrated because you're not moving forward on anything. If you've had that case, you're not alone. As you know, and I want to share something with you. I believe is going to help you to be able to get to those goals that are important. Have you feel less frustrated, emotionally drained than you are feeling now. And I want to do that by sharing an example with you. And this comes from most of you know I love being able to talk to you and have interaction with you. And I also, give the opportunity to get on the phone because you help me to help you and learn more and understand more. So I actually want to share something that has come up in a number of the strategy sessions. As you know, I like to, for those of you that are followers or faithful followers, I like to give at least 30 minutes of my time offering you a free strategy session. And because this has come up so many times, for many of you, I just wanted to share a framework with you. So probably not all out, that uncommon. Was recently speaking to someone who is living over here in Europe, and in the call, I was recognizing a pattern that I'd seen a lot. Someone who, you can probably relate to this. Someone who wanted to do lots of things, lots of goals, has a number of different businesses that are started. And by being able to have all these different businesses started, there's some concerns about being able to move all of the businesses forward, or some frustration that he wasn't getting as close to his goals as he wanted to get to. And I guess that's probably a similar situation as you've been into. You've wanted to do a lot of different things, and then you get to a point where you realize not enough of these balls are moving forward, or some of these balls, I guess, are starting to drop. So the good thing is we got on the phone. He took me up on the offer to get on the strategy session, and we did that. And we focused on what he wanted to be able to get out of the call, and being able to help put some things in place for him. We kind of went through a process, a step-by-step process, and it's one that one of my business coaches, a guy named Jay, shared with me a long time ago, and it's something that I keep using. It's something I would recommend you use, whether it's in your corporate life, because I know a lot of you are still working in the corporate game, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you just want to be a better dad, or you want to be a better soccer coach. Whatever it is that you want, you can apply this very simple exercise to be able to get closer to the goals that are priority for you. So, because what I want to help you to avoid is getting to that point where you are feeling deflated, or you're not feeling accomplished because you're constantly mentally tired, right? Because it can be taxing. It can be very taxing. And that's what I want to help you with today. Because at the end of the day, just like the person that I spoke with on the phone, you, I'm sure, have end goals. His end goal was to be able to have more passive income and be able to have the right businesses that were going to allow him to get to spending more quality time with his wife, with his kids, and around building successful businesses. So if you give me just a second, I want to share that with you as well, because I want you to get to that space where you're feeling happy, where you're feeling good, that you're placing your energy in the right areas, and it's giving you the right type of return, which is getting you closer to your goals, creating that passive income, getting more time with your family, taking more trips, whatever the case may be. So let me just take a second, because it's really, really important, because it really boils down to one key thing. And I'm just going to share my screen with you here. And what is the exercise that we went through, and what is it that I want to be able to share with you now? Well, here it is. It all boils down to one simple concept. And that concept is the concept of having clarity. One of the things that happened, as I told you before, and you probably find yourself, you're running after a number of different balls, or a number of different things are in the air. So you're running this way one day and running the next way and chasing this, but you've got to get clear on why you're doing what you're doing, and then what you want to ultimately do. Because once you gain that clarity, it gives you a power. I'm going to put this in green. It's going to give you a power. And the thing is, it's going to give you a power to do two absolutely awesome and simple things. And the first is, it's going to give you the power to decide to do something. And then ultimately, it's going to give you the power to act. Because if you're clear, but you don't do anything, then you're just clear about not necessarily going to do something, or you're clear on that you're not going to do anything because maybe you need a mental break. And let me give you an example. In this same conversation, the person was talking about having a number of different businesses, and the businesses weren't moving forward. And we noticed that there was maybe some challenge, some emotional challenge, some frustration. And in the same conversation, and it was awesome, he mentioned to me that he gets up every single day at 5 o'clock. How many of you get up, have the dedication to get up every single day at 5 o'clock and go through the morning routine? Morning routines are unbelievable. They set your mindset in the right way every single day. And so when we came back to the exact same person, I said, listen, when you talk about the businesses, you're talking about a number of different things. It's to be able to focus down. But when he talked about getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do his meditation, to work on the things that he wanted to work on, it was very clear for him. It was crystal clear. So when you are clear on what you want to do, it gives you the power to even, number one, make up your mind that you're going to go to bed on time, but more importantly, that you're going to decide to get up every morning at 5 o'clock or whatever your time is. And then most importantly, he acted on it. And it was crystal clear. He gave him the clarity, gave him the power to decide to get up at 5 and to act on it and to actually do it. And so that's what I want to share with you, because when you're clear on what it is that you want to achieve, it will allow you to have that power. It will allow you to decide on saying yes, and it also give you the power to say no to a lot of things. And that's probably what you need to do more of, is say no. And then it will allow you to do that. And the same thing, if you realize that you want to be able to spend more time with your kids, it's the same thing. You make the decision, you get crystal clear on why you want to do that. And it's going to give you the power to, not pick up the phone when the office calls you. It's going to have you to sit down on the floor and play with your kids. And whether it's 15 minutes or 5 hours, you're clear on what you're doing, and that's why you're doing it. So it's a very simple exercise. It's something that made a massive difference for me in my life, and continues to make a difference. And that's why I want to share it with you. So keep in mind that it is literally the clarity. Find the clarity that's going to give you power. It's going to give you power to decide on what you want to do. And then most importantly is to act on it. And I would say the same thing to you. So a number of you may be sitting back watching. You've been watching lots of videos. You've been watching me on YouTube or on Facebook or on Instagram. But get clear. I mean, be as brave as the person who I had one of my most recent strategy sessions with. Take action. I'm here. I want to be able to talk to you. I want to learn more about you. And hopefully the discussion that we have can also help other people. And that's why I want to continue to do this. So this is Billy Keels with Keep on Cash Flow. I want to be able to talk to you, pick up the phone, take an action. As always, I'm going to leave a link in the video so you can do that. This is my 2 cents for today. And as always, hasta la próxima.